The advent calendars are out. Michael Bublé is fully defrosted. It's officially Christmas. Here is a video that has absolutely nothing to do with it. Recently, I went to a gig. It was very good. I enjoyed it. We had a good time. Right, video over. Good job, everyone. No, the point is that I quite like going to gigs. However, there are always certain archetypes of people who you will be invariably confronted with at every gig or concert you ever attend. So for this week's video, I thought I'd talk about all the different types of people that you meet at every gig and concert. Now, the first type of person that you will almost certainly meet at every gig you attend is the booty. Now, the booty is exactly what it says on the tin because they're an arse. This person clambers onto someone's shoulders very early on in the gig and then remains there right in front of you for the entirety. Of course, this means that instead of being able to view the gig that is happening in front of you, your view is of their derriere. And that's probably not what you paid for. That is a very different kind of show. Now, I don't want to be the Ebenezer Scrooge of Gigmas, but I understand going on, someone's shoulders for one song or maybe two at a push. But if you are that person who stays on someone's shoulders for the entire gig, or if your group of friends alternate and each take it in turns to go up on someone's shoulders, I'm sorry, but you're the worst kind of person. The next person is the videographer. This person takes it upon themselves to film the entire gig on their mobile phone and then just watches it through the screen as if something incredible isn't happening right in front of you. Now, don't get me wrong, when I go to a gig, I will always film maybe 1 or 2 Snapchat stories just to, document the occasion. But when I view those Snapchat stories again the following day once I've woken up, my voice will be in the background and it's horrible. At the time, I think I'm singing like Adele, but it turns out the following morning that I was actually sounding like Adele computer, which is malfunctioning horribly. Then, of course, we have what I call the back row gobshite. I think there's someone bringing candy canes around to everyone's rooms. That's exciting. Guys, we hit the mother load. Buzzing with that. This is the best video I've ever filmed. Next, we have what I like to call the back row gobshite. Now, this person stands right at the back of the crowd and for some reason just has a comment to say about everything. They, for some reason, decide that it is appropriate to answer all of the rhetorical questions that an artist asks on the stage. For example, are you ready? No. Who's having a good time? Yes, alright. Now, guys, this next song is really dear to my heart. It's one I wrote when I was going through a really tough time in my life. Get on with it. Then we have the Waver, the Wizard of Waverly Place. Yep, this person waves every time the artist or band member looks at them or in their general direction and then will screech as if they've just gone into a state of cardiac arrest if the artist waves back or even just looks them in the eye or winks or anything. This will probably then end up on social media, perhaps in a Twitter bio saying so-and-so winked at me, waved at me, and then the date. Good for them. They're just living their best life. Then we have the couple who spend their time either inappropriately fondling each other or kind of eating each other's faces. You will spend your time questioning why they bothered to come to the gig only to spend the whole time making out. I can't make out a reason for it. The couple kind of come as a unit because they're sort of attached to each other as they partake in another round of tonsil tennis. Of course, how could I forget the person who feels entitled to be front row and against the barrier, even though they turned up 10 minutes after the gig began. Some of these people will just shamelessly push right past you, but others will put in an Oscar-worthy performance trying to convince you that their friend is actually just over there. Then, when they find that perfect, ideal spot right at the front, they forget all about their friend, apparently. Finally, we have the person who stands in front of you, and this person can make or break your night. There are 2 breeds of this person. The first one is the short person who stands in front of you. We like the short person. The other alternative is the tall person, and we do not like the tall person. I think the ideal is where you get kind of 2 people who sort of either side, and they frame the stage perfectly. That is just the dream. But then again, usually just as the gig starts, everyone kind of surges forwards and moves positions, so they kind of lure you into a false sense of security. Absolutely gutted. And I think that concludes this video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you could relate. If you could, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Also, while you're here, don't forget to click the red subscribe button and comment down below with a question, because I'd love to do another Ask Jack to celebrate hitting 10,000 subscribers. Just another Q&A. So I need some questions to answer, because I think it will be a pretty naff Q&A if there are no Q's to A. So please send me questions, no matter how obscure. Just comment them down below somewhere in my crotch. As always, thank you so much for watching this video. I've been Jack Edwards. Hopefully I will be Jack Edwards next time you tune in. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. There is a lot of movement in this corridor. Oh, it cringes me out so much filming videos at university. Oh, having to film at university is just the worst thing. I mean, people are dying. Maybe it's not the worst thing.